Well, what was once a luxury in Hollywood has become a big trend with men and women. We're talking about professional teeth whitening. But how much do you really know about the process? Here to answer some questions is Dr. Pablo Fonseca with Sequoia Dental Arts. Dr. Fonseca, first of all, describe the process of having your teeth professionally whitened.
Well, there's two versions of that, and the one that seems to be the hottest topic is the in-office power whitening. And that is an accelerated whitening process that takes about an hour to 2 hours depending on what type company you're using, or service you're using. Then after that, the second option is the take-home professional whitening, which is a custom-fit tray or appliance that you wear with the gel inside of it. And that really is the best. One of those two ways are the best ways to do it.
Do you do both of them? Can you do both of them, like a one-two punch? Or?
I think really that's probably the most effective way to do it. The in-office whitening is as if you're bleaching for 2 to 3 weeks in 2 hours. Okay. So it's like a huge jump start, and for the majority of people, that's plenty. That's all they're gonna want. And then for follow-ups, they can either come back for a second in-office treatment, or they just use the touch-up trays once or twice a year. We find that lots of times it's for a big occasion, a big party coming up,
Got the reunion coming up.
Right. Okay. They come in and they get the refill kit and they do a touch-up at that point.
Okay, so we need to talk a little bit about cost. I imagine it varies depending on how much follow-up you have, but what's a ballpark figure for whitening your teeth?
It varies. If you're going to do just the professional take-home kind, I think you can find between $400 and $500 is the typical price range.
Okay.
For the in-office whitening, you can see the gamut running from $600 to up to $1,000. I think that'd be kind of rare here, but we've heard of that in the local area, if you want to call it that.
Okay. How long does it last? Now, you talked about doing touch-ups, kind of like if you dye your hair, you've got to do a little bit of upkeep. But will you ever go back to where you started from, or will you always be better than when you started?
You'll always be way ahead of where you were.
Okay.
And the exciting thing is everybody's a little bit different. So most people, I've seen patients where they've whitened once and I've never seen them whiten again, and it's been 4, 5, 6 years and they look fantastic. Then that's not the typical. Most people just end up whitening once or twice a year on top of that.
And we're looking at some good before and after photos that you provided for us. Are there any drawbacks, any things you need to consider before you do this? Is there any pain involved?
The only side effect there really is sensitivity.
Okay.
It is very similar to bleaching a t-shirt. You're not changing the structure, you're not changing anything about it except for getting the stains out. And these stains occur as we age from material inside your tooth as well as the external stuff from colas, tea, smoking, all those things that build up over time.
Okay, terrific. Thank you so much. Answered a lot of questions for us. Dr. Fonseca is with Sequoia Dental Arts. That's 524-1265. That's how you can contact them. And there's more style coming up next. Stay with us.